Hello, I'm a little lonely, I'm a little crazy, let's play some more Minecraft. Because I literally just finished recording the previous video, and I decided, you know what, the night is still young, I can build more in the time that I have. Thankfully people went to bed early enough that I can do more. Besides, I got nothing else to do while the other video is uploading, so might as well use that to my advantage and just make more. It's only like once a week I get an opportunity to record like this. And even when I do get an opportunity to record, it's never for very long, so opportunity to record too? That is a rare opportunity. Might as well. Have it be like a part 1, part 2 kind of thing, maybe? Or maybe I'll just have it as... No, I'll probably have it as the episodes and then go from there. As you hopefully can't hear, the piggies are going crazy again. I think the phone mic does a good enough job of isolating that, so not too concerned. Yep. Not that I even have that much to talk about this time, because it's literally directly afterwards, so everything that I had to talk about was kind of out of my system at that point. There we go. I'm sure there will be more that comes to mind. Or not, and it can just be a more building video. Technically, at the end of this one, I'll actually have the time to show off the chasm. Maybe a bit of the terraforming I did as well. Oh, we'll just see how this goes. I could elaborate on any number of previous points. I don't know. Just leave it up to the keys to do all the talking. See how so clicky? There we go. Certainly helps lining up the speech to the footage a little better. I had the thought that maybe if I didn't have the keys clicking, maybe I could just line up the audio and make things a little easier on me. Because then it's just talking to movements, and if that's a couple microseconds off, nobody's gonna notice. But if the key presses don't quite line up, somebody might notice. Probably not. I don't know. I imagine most people aren't that picky about it. I would hope that most people aren't that picky about it. Certainly make my job easier here. There we go. That's all the symbols. Now I'm gonna do what? Yeah, probably time to break out the stuff to do the how did I do those again? Smokestacks and whatnot. Let's see. So we had one like right here. 2, 3-ish. It's like this-ish, and then it was like this-ish. And it had like horizontal and vertical steps. And then it had pane, was it? Yeah, it was the pane. The pane steps. There we go. Give it a more rounded look. I love the copycats. Then you could just pop that. Nice rounded joint. And then this had this. And then what this had is a little something special to make it extra smoky. Let's see, it was a bit of this. And fun fact about the campfire, if you put a hay bale up underneath it, it makes some more smoke. I need the other kind of slope. Okay, we'll just have to swap between a few things then. No, I needed the horizontal, give me that. Vertical, whatever. The opposite of whatever the other one was. That's what's important. You know, pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up. And ta-da! Beautiful smokestack. Now we just slap those all over the place. This one had another one right here. And slap another one right down over there. I suppose we'll just build these in bulk. Let's see. That one was originally a water pipe, but well, we're freeforming it now. Going off drawing a bit. So we'll put one there, we'll put one like right there. There we go. Bunch of smokestacks there. There was only like one smokestack on this side with a giant fan up above that door. But this square was awfully blank in the drawing, so maybe I'll slap another smokestack right there. So the other idea I had was to exchange all this andesite for andesite bricks. Because that's a whole lot more manageable of a resource to carve out bricks up on underground than to try to make a slab this big and then assemble them in a box shape. That's going to be like a super easy fix. Like I might just finish off these blue attachments and then go ahead and replace the bricks the exact same way I did all this terraforming. Just a simple replace command. Help if I didn't press space twice. There you go. There you go. Yeah, terraform like this is real easy. Just grab your command block. Execute. Positioned as myself. I need to change that username to Fedora Phoenix at some point. Run, kill. Then it's andesite bricks from, wait, create has an andesite bricks too? Oh, they have a small andesite bricks and a... Ooh, which andesite bricks do I like better, actually? So we got shiny bricks and not so shiny bricks. Shiny, not so shiny. I kind of like the not so shiny bricks. Quark, not so shiny bricks. Andesite bricks. Replace. Andesite. Repeat, always active. Turn into bricks. And voila! Just like that, it's all bricks. Da-da-da-da, all bricks. And just to make sure the middle is filled in. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, I like that much better. Good texture. And then we just take... Wait, is the floor filled in over here? Yeah, the floor is filled in. Is this wall? Nope. That's why we gotta come down here and fill her in. There we go. And of course there was the floor in here. Fill that in. I could have used the door, but that's neither here nor there. Whee! Ba-ba-ba. Might be able to use that for like the more weathered areas, actually. Like floor bricks or something. Might have to use that. Now we just take this andesite brick wall, andesite wall. You turn into wall. You turn into wall. Yes. Now for the top. There we go. Very nice. An easy conversion. That's how I turned all the grass into the warp port here. It's just a cute little command like that. Erasing everything. The other thing I thought about is when replacing this with andesite bricks, a cool little thing I could do is have some bricks be missing here and there. Right? It'd be like that. There we go. Some bricks be missing here and there. Make it feel real lived in and whatnot. Oh, wait, gotta go there. And then... there you go. We're going to fill in this with... I was create andesite bricks. Cut andesite bricks. There we go. Then that feels worn down. Like stuff walks on it and rain falls on it and all that. Yeah. The bricks fall out. And yeah. Make the place feel like it's been there for a while. Using some of the weathered copper on the other side will make it feel like it's had a chance to rust. And yeah, decoration tips. Excuse me. And it's dead. No, it was cut andesite. We're just gonna andesite bricks. Bop. Ta-da! Worn in and smooth. And we come down here and do the same thing. And then I'll get back to the smokestacks. I mean, aren't tangents what we're here for? Alright. And it's cut andesite bricks. Ba-ba. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Make it feel lived in. Yeah, we'll just pull some bricks out here. Some bricks out there. Yeah. Yeah. And like new additions to it can be less rusty, crusty kind of thing. Yeah. Give me that. 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, do that. Well, that's cool, but I need it like that. Big ol' 1, 2, 3. 3. Yeah. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. There we go. Ba 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 ba. Yes, baby. There we go. There's one more up here. Back out, and then the next part I'm gonna do is throw that away. I'm gonna do the smokestack stuff. We'll just shift that down, and then we'll put the smokestack stuff here. There we go. Give me that hay bale smokestack stuff. Let's really pollute this atmosphere. Make the world uninhabitable. At least severely poisoned. As if the foliage changing color in the original strip or panel wasn't clear enough. This is not a good place to be. Not a good place to build your house. Kind of thing. You are not welcome here. Yes. Hope if I use the correct one. It'd be nice if they were all coded into one. Then just where you place on the block would depend on how it faces. I've done that before with TVP. I know how that code would go together. Just be a matter of doing it for a Minecraft mod. But I don't think Minecraft has a precise enough targeting system. Like block targeting, like which part of the face you're looking at in order to place the blocks correctly. But I know there's some mods that do that for like pipe placement and whatnot. So it might be doable. I wouldn't know the first thing about... Well, okay, I do know the first thing about putting that in, but... not in Java. I know GDScript, which is, last I checked, not Java, so... And it does make trying to implement stuff like that a wee bit more difficult, don't it? Could technically still work on TVP instead of this, or any number of the other projects that I've abandoned, but this project has been a consistent through line, always existed in one form or another, stuck around for longer than all the others, so come on, baby. Oh, wait, that's the bottom one. There we go. There we go. Like, you look back through the channel, and this has been, this project in particular with the characters that it has been there since the inception of the channel, or conception of the channel. I wanted to correct myself last time I used that word. There we go. Yeah, I've always had, like, red and... yeah, that circus stuff was Red, the Doctor, and the Monkey and Fez, right? They were in the Circus AU since the beginning, or at least the beginning of the internet edition of the story. It existed far before I created that Digital Circus Derailed. Though I think that's more on the Facebook side, so it might not be able to be found under the Fedora Phoenix stuff. Or on Facebook, I think the main username is Glob Horizons, because I couldn't figure out how to change it. So I've got Fedora Phoenix as a nickname on there, I think. Yeah, all the complications it's got to be going through to get your stuff shared. Any chance to... no. Alright, only full blocks. Would be interesting if the copycats took campfires. Like, how would that even take that? But there we go. Pipes. That's smokestacks. Now, pollution. That's the next part. Dump stuff into the river. And then I gotta figure out which direction is the river flowing. Probably southwest, considering that's where the ocean is. Yeah, up here is all that stuff. Wait, does it flow southwest? Because the closest way to the ocean would be through the swamp here, because that's the sea. So probably northwest. Because whichever way is flowing, that's the direction I'm going to use the fill biome to turn the water into that muddy swamp color to show the pollution going. It is that way, right? No, it's that way that it goes. Which is the way it was supposed to go in the comic anyways. Because the camera's over there, the mount's there, yeah. Okay. So that's where it's supposed to go. Good. Anywho, that tangent's over. Yeah, we'll just chunk that there. There's another one right here. There was another one way up here. Right, there was also a couple of smokestacks on this side. As if there wasn't enough smokestacks. But do you really ever have enough smokestacks? It's like asking, do you have enough bombs? No, there's never enough bombs. We need more explosives, always. Everybody loves a good video game explosion. It's so much fun. Just bada bing, bada kaboom. Ah, good stuff. Heck, that's what I did over here with the Oratech nukes. Just blowing up some stuff, cutting off the infection a little bit before I did all the terraforming. Did some down here. Should really get some like other TNT mods so I have other kinds of explosive craters to work with. Have variety to the world destruction, because there's gonna be no shortage on world destruction and massive craters. Heck, it might be fun to put a town in craters. Several towns and several craters. I mean, why not? world's got enough history for it. Blow it up and then patch it up. Should probably set off an Oratech nuke. 2, 3 somewhere, and then 2, 3. Clean up all the magma blocks it leaves. Then, like, plant some grass in the bottom of it or something. Wonder if the phone mic picked that one up. 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a bit close to the edge, but that's, like, whatever. We'll have it at 3 instead, so I have some room to build a outlet on that. Or maybe, what I do is I have... Sweep. Okay. I could put this on the end. Since I'm going to be using polluted water, or the biome fill, I could make this polluted water post and utilize the copycat slabs along the sides of these. There we go. From a distance, no one will know any better. Yeah, it's very close to the wall, but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. See, the copycat slabs do it right, at least. You can place those on any surface and they work. Why can't you do that with steps? Have it face the block that I'm placing stuff on, right? And then which triangle of the block would be which direction it's facing from there, you know? Why can't they do that? That would be so much easier to build with. It's not that hard of a system to implement. Where's my water? Where is me water? Me water, me water, me water. How cool would it be if we could lava log stuff? That'd be really good. It wouldn't be under food, it wouldn't be under that, it wouldn't be under that. Tools, that's probably what it's under. I got sidetracked with lava. Whoa. Leak, dang it. Okay, stop leaking. No, we'll have those there for now. I'll break those when it comes time. Because I did forget to build a little something down here. Bop, 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 bop. Ba-dop. Ba-dop. Ba-bum. Ba-bum. Da-dum, da-dum. Yes. No good in making a drainage system if it doesn't lead to a place to drain. And those bricks look funky that way. But you know what? Maybe something a little less... something a little different, like cut andesite, maybe? There we go. Yeah, that's more smoothed. Okay, so we're gonna have to... yeah, cut andesite feels more smooth. No way that... yeah, that more fits the drainage feel. And we just pop that sucker open, and it should flow where it needs to flow. And down, and yay, drainage! Yeah, that looks good. Drainage, drainage, drainage. Make the drainage, drainage. Pig. That's what he gets for getting in the way. Just glad I didn't have my attributes set. That pig would have died in one hit. There you go. I feel like this recording's going much better than the last one, if I'm going to be honest. I feel a little more energy. That's because I ate cake. That's literally the only difference between last recording and this one, is I ate cake. Amazing what a little cake will do to energy. There we go. Oh yeah. Guess I'll just have to remember that next time for any other recording I do, is eat cake. There we go. Eat cake and anything else that's needed to up the energy levels to something that'll make a good video. Also, don't get interrupted at the beginning of the video. Keep morale up. But that's not really something that can be helped. By the time I finish this video, the other one should have uploaded. Hopefully. It takes forever for Facebook and YouTube to process the stinking videos. All those copyright checks and whatnot. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on copyright, if I'm going to be honest. Like, yes, you gotta protect the stuff you make and whatnot, but at the same time, the amount of fan stuff there is out there, really good fan stuff too, like, fan stuff that even gets struck down, because modding even is not technically legal at all. I don't know. It's not like I have an alternative to any of it. We'll have this one slightly short. We'll have this one that short. Absolute screw it. Give me that. No, that's... Give me the copycat thing. There we go. No, yes. But yeah, we'll just put that there. It'll be a stubby pipe. Stubby pipe. I don't want water yet. I'll have water anyways, but I don't want water yet. Hold up. Pop. Drainage, drainage. Ah, yes, drainage. There's so much good fan content out there. I understand that, like, copyright has room for, like, parody and, like, fair use and such, but I don't know. I feel even so with those kinds of things on it, still feels like it can be taken advantage of. Oh, that's fun. Hold up. Drain. Get out a sponge and drain you myself. There we go. Maybe a sponge would not be such a bad idea. Too many blocks. Always gotta choose one to sacrifice. Go away. There we go. Matched flow. Yes. I want one. it's like really high up. That would be nice. Really high up. Like we're talking up here for no apparent reason. It doesn't have to make sense. Sometimes it just has to look cool. 2, 3, 4. 5-ish? No, the other ones were 5. This will be 4. I think the original fluid I had coming out of these in the super flat world was like biodiesel or something. Something from Oratech that looked sufficiently muckish. Yeah, we'll just throw that out. Hey, give me that. Middle mouse button, real handy. Some of you never thought of clicking the scroll wheel, but Minecraft Creative Mode, it's extremely useful. Got to do it, Piggy. There we go. And Piggy and the sun getting in the way. Oh, come on, get up there! Okay. Now get down there. Okay, now I can grab the other things I need. Look at that. Just past halfway, and look at how much we've decorated. How much I've done. Wait, was it the beam or the... Hard to tell which one is which when it's in your hand. Nope. Yup. No, I'm a better composer accidentally than I am on purpose. It's great. Alright. No. Up. Yep, there we go. And now I need campfire. Give me damn campfire. Because I don't have the Create Trains mod that gives me the smokestacks. Probably should grab that mod. Because it's also got these little andesite guys that when you hook a watch looking thing to them, they work as great cameras. You just put them everywhere, and then you want to look at the camera, just use their corresponding compass thingy, and ta-da! A perfect view of the area from afar. Even has a cool, like, CRT-ish effect on it. Smokestack. Yeah, this is starting to have a factory feel to it. Starting to feel like a polluty kind of place. Hope I'm not being too loud again. There we go. Another thing I wanted is these don't quite look supported, so you put some of this there. That looks a little more supported. There we go. Yeah. Chained up smokestacks. Wandering traders. Useful for challenge runs, but for anything else, they're really not that useful. Get in the way of your builds most of the time. Honestly, they make better spore fodder than they do much of anything else most of the time. There we go. So that looks beautiful. I love how it looks from the top-down view. That looks cool. Of course, the vertical slopes always show up gray no matter what block you got on them. But that's fine. I'll slap some fans in later. I just need a couple smokestacks on the other side. Gimme. Let's see. Do a low down smokestack, like right here. We'll do a lower one down over here. We'll do another one like way up over here. I'll pull bricks from the wall later, make it look more natural. And I want one more up over here. Just slap stuff where it'll look cool. And then there will be the challenge of the fans. Because building the outside shell of the fans ain't so bad, but trying to make the fans work after that, because you gotta have working fans on the side of your build, be it trapdoor fans or like create fans, like what I'm thinking about doing. Even just a windmill in a casing should look sufficiently good enough. But that does turn kind of slow. I guess sometimes you see like slow air conditioning fans on things. Gotta love them. What are they, Greebles? I think it's Greebles. That's like a modeling term. Building a model and just slapping random stuff on the side to make it look good. Star Wars does it like all the time, where they'll have like one little pipe connector piece, and then another little pipe connector piece, and then a third little pipe connector piece that looks different from the other two and has a bit of a rust spot up underneath it. Good way to give a build some history. In fact, the little Greebles like that is like the way to give a build some history without actually, writing it all down. Just build it into the build itself. It's always really fun to do. Yeah, I like how this video is going a lot better than the previous one. Note to self, eat cake. That's the lesson of this story. Eat cake and try not to mutter into the microphone too. Can't be too loud, but you can't be too quiet, or else the microphone does not pick you up, and then you don't really have audio for the video, which is not what we want. Yeah, all my audio, when I finish it, tends to have these spikes to it every time I press something, which makes sense. I've got this good little trick in Audacity to get rid of them by first creating a duplicate of the audio up under the on a separate track, and then you take that audio, you do there's like a noise isolation thing that I click that just makes it so that that sound is now just the click sounds. And then what I do is I invert the sound, which when you play both the top and bottom tracks together, now all the clicks are silenced out. The cool trick you can do then is you then drop the volume of the second track by like 10 decibels, and then you play it, and then the your clicking audio on the top track is now decreased in volume by 10 decibels without affecting the rest of the track, which is amazing. It's a cool trick that I've been doing to make sure things sound, relatively good, or at least good enough. Give me that. I think it's been working out okay. Greebles. I'll probably name the video like Greebles or something like that. Adding Greebles. Adding the Greebles. Give me that. There we go. That's what I actually wanted. Little Greebles to the side of the building. Because without the Greebles, it's just a box. Or Greeblies or something like that. I don't know. I think they're Greebles. Yep. Greebles, Greebles, Greebles. Kind of a fun word anyways. Greebles, Greebles, Greebles. Greebles, Greebles. Might start pulling out more voices on these videos. Make things a little more interesting. Maybe showcase some vocal talents and that'll be something. As I'm making videos as it is rough, but making them with little to no feedback is... oh boy, it's even rougher. But that's what happens when you're starting out. You got nobody watching. Or very few watching. Makes it difficult to figure out, am I doing something wrong? Am I doing something right? That's why comments are so important. I don't even care what they do to the algorithm. Just give me some feedback. Let me know I'm doing something right. Like, good lord. I'm just going in the dark. Otherwise. Hey. Sunset over the mountain. Kind of nice. Next up we do some fans, starting with giant fan on the side, I think. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, baby. It's a box with pipes. Now we have big fan here. So, big fan is going to need more of that blue. Give me the blue stuff. My blue stuff. Let's see. Imagine in lore, this is actually a kind of plastic made from the glob material. Because when you heat this stuff up, I think it turns into a sort of plastic you can use on different things. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's about right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like, yeah. That's an interesting little lore thing. The plastics in my world aren't made of dinosaurs. They're made of anti-life, I guess. Mirror life. I don't know, is it canon that they're mirror life? I suppose that would make a lot of sense. Like, a lot of sense. Maybe they are. Maybe they aren't. Hard to know for sure. Maybe there's some kind of... I think there's some kind of magical life. Some kind of mana life or something weird like that. You got some, quite frankly, strange origins anyways. Being born in a lab, then just completely got out of control. Escaped, gained sentience of some sort, even a small amount. Escaped. Some of it became more plant-like. A lot of it just started infecting people and plants and all sorts of different things. Made life, living, just absolutely difficult for anything that isn't glob. Oh, come back up. There we go. Big fan. Yes. the biggest of fan. Probably use the copycat plate kind of thing on top of this. Yeah, because the original build had the had like bars inside, just inside this, that left gaps down near the triangle. So what I can do here instead is I could just full block waxed copper grate it, and the fan wouldn't be seen too well, but at least it matched that, so I guess it would work. Yeah, we'll take that. I'll probably finish off the I might finish the fan? Oh no, my timer's looking kind of close, so we'll just see where that goes. Where I'm at by the time I hit like 59 or something. Then maybe I'll go stand in that same spot I stopped the recording last. Started this recording. I probably won't make another one tonight. I shouldn't make another one tonight, let me put it that way. There's only so long I'm gonna stay up. Ooh. Wait. Maybe. Oh no, there's not a center point to rotate a create thing around. I could do a... There's no center point there. So what could I do instead? Because the original build actually used a trapdoor fan right there. You know, one of those Buildstone trapdoor fans. So I might just do that again. I mean, it worked last time, so why fix what ain't broken? It worked well enough. I mean, my observer chains were only so good. Oh, dang it. Put that back. Put that there. Okay, now, it was black concrete behind that at least. Oh well, I forgot I had so many terracotta options. Anywho, we've got to speed. Okay, we'll extend this out. Because time is running down. Like, the least I could do is get a black backing on this so it looks okay from the outside. And then I can redstone fan this bad boy in another episode, or probably off camera, because it's going to be a few days before I'm going to get an opportunity to record another episode, so this will probably be done by then. Heck, then I could show off a tour of the build, outside of the build, of course. I don't think I'm going to do an inside. I mean, after all, the comic only shows, like, what, a portal room and a office room. Let's see what we got. Yeah, and then you can imagine that spinning around. You know what I'll do? before the video's over, I'll just start ripping bricks out. No. We need detailing over here, actually. And apparently we need to fill in some bricks over there. Okay. No, we need the bottom of this. We need the bottom of this without hitting the chest. Waxed oxidized copper, weathered copper, exposed copper. And that for good measure. So we're gonna do pop, pop, pop. Oh yeah. Yeah. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Ooh, yeah, no, I like that better. Smoother gradient. No. Yes. Good. Yeah. Smoother gradient. Make it look rusty. Rusty. And then, oh, what the heck, we'll just make that a little rusty. Yeah, now that looks like it's been there for a little longer. There's no rusty versions of these. Fine enough. Time to rip out a few bricks before time's up. Rip out a few bricks. Rip out bricks! Ah! Time's running down! I see 56! We gotta run! Rip out bricks, rip out bricks, ripping out bricks, ripping out bricks. Random bricks, give me bricks, brick, 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 brick. And with another one there. Give me bricks, give me bricks, give me them bricks, give me them bricks. Chuck bricks at stuff. Yes. Yes. Absolutely yes. There we go. Want it to look like that. Then we'll put that there, and then we'll rip out that brick. Then that brick that brick. There we go. Just random bricks. And this brick, and that brick over there, and brick up here, and brick that's right there, and a brick that is down low. And we're gonna put one there, and then we're gonna debrick you, and then we're gonna debrick you, and we're gonna rip out a brick over there, and we're gonna rip out a brick over here. Build something there later. Bricks, 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 random bricks, bricks. 58! 58! We can take just a couple more bricks! Last minute! Brick. Just rip out bricks. We can always put fans where some bricks are later. Brick. More brick. That brick. Yeah, corner brick. Oh yeah. Make a few more worn. Brick. Brick. Nope, that brick. No, that brick. There we go. Isn't it amazing what ripping out a few bricks will do? Rip out you. Yes. 59! No! The end of the video! No! Oh well. Oh well. Such is how it goes. Such is how it goes. Yeah. So we got mountain over there. We got this over there. Road will go somewhere that way. Yeah, that way. Yeah. Yep. As for this video, that's all I got for tonight. I will record and you will see this video when it comes out.